Hello, everyone. This is Bob O'Mac, and today on Crisis in the Toyverse, that's right, it's more New York Toy Fair Fallout coverage. This time I'm going to be talking about Diamond Select, so let's jump right in and let's talk about the line that I'm most excited about that this company is doing. That's right, it is the Ghostbusters line. Series 1 is on its way to millions of folks, including myself. Can't wait to get a review up about those. But we saw some more images of some of the upcoming figures. We got Janosch with Baby Oscar. Now, something to note about that is that it is a comic retailer exclusive, which I don't know how that plays in with places like Big Bad Toy Store or whatchamacallit, like Entertainment Earth and etc. etc. So if they're not carrying it, make sure to talk to your local comic book shop. That way you can get in on Baby Oscar and Janosch action. They also showed Winston in a slime blower outfit with some slime effects. They also had Ray with some of the same stuff, but he had the alternate Vigo demonic head, which looks fantastic. I'm very stoked about this. I'm happy that Diamond included that. We also got to look at not only Winston in his Ghostbusters 2 jumpsuit, but we also got to look at Venkman in his Ghostbusters 2 jumpsuit. Now, speaking of jumpsuits, they did reveal the icing on the cake, the thing that so many Ghostbuster fans have been wanting for such a long time, and that's some articulated and finely tuned, detailed real Ghostbuster action figures. These guys look tremendous. Now, as you can see, they've reused some parts, but they've retooled some things to make it work. It's not 100% spot on, but what you're getting there from Diamond Select is definitely top notch, and it doesn't take away from all the awesomeness that they're doing. I am so beyond excited about this. I can hardly even talk. This is what I've been waiting for as a Ghostbusters fan. I thought the diorama was cool. The firehouse is definitely going to be awesome when it's completed. But to have the real Ghostbuster figures is very, very sweet, if I say so myself. And then as an added bonus, we're getting Slimer with some interchangeable faces. And to harken back to that old Kenner line, an articulated Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. How cool is that? So the real Ghostbuster line and Ghostbusters in general are definitely in good hands with Diamond Select Toys. Now, moving on from Ghostbusters, let's take a quick look at the Pacific Rim figures that they had on display. These things look tremendous as well. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know a lot about Pacific Rim. It's not a franchise I dove into. I know NECA's done some, and I know SH Figure Arts has some as well. But I think to find these at your comic book shop and online retailers at a great price is very awesome. Diamond Select definitely kicking it up a notch with some sculpting ability here. I can't wait to see these things. I'm on the fence right now about picking them up, but from what they've shown, I think I actually may dive into the line just to have something that's different on a shelf. So that was very cool. Now to kick it even more forwards, it was announced that Diamond Select has acquired Sonic the Hedgehog licenses. Now we didn't see any select scale Sonic figures, which is a bit disappointing, but they're going a different route with it, which isn't bad at all. They got the Mini-Mate verse type figures, if you will, with the vinyls and the blind bags. Now the cool thing about the blind bags, in a review that I watched, or not a review, but coverage that I watched, they said that they're going to be building a set with those blind bags to create like either like a racetrack or a stage or something from the game, which I think is very awesome, and I can't wait to see what people do with that. They also showed off some statues in the Sonic series. These things look great, and I want to point out, here's the cool thing about Diamond Select. They got some great statues by Marvel and DC and now Sonic and other properties, but if you love statues but you don't want to dive in because of the money, and there's a free plug for Diamond Select. I'm not saying this because for any other reason, but because I believe in it, is that for the price that you pay, which is very wallet friendly, you get something that's top quality and very collector friendly. So go check out all the stuff they have in terms of statues because you won't miss it. But those Sonic statues, they look like they jumped right out of the stage. They're very, very cool. A very nice labor of love. Now, speaking of labors of love, moving on to another license and franchise that I'm not fully invested in, but I think is very cool. That would be the Nightmare Before Christmas line. They had some deluxe figures that look tremendous. They got, they got cloth goods. They're semi-articulated. They come in a coffin box. They come with a prop. Those are, I think, a fair price. I think some of them are going to be $60, $70. I know they had a 3-pack with the 3 trick-or-treaters, which also, I believe, were $80 or $90. They were saying those things look tremendous. They also got some other stuff planned with that line specifically that I hope that collectors of that franchise really jump on. But speaking of selects and Nightmare Before Christmas, those figures have always been tremendous to look at, and they continue to build on that the same way they build with some of the other select line stuff they do. And with that, they're building a table now from the movie with all the different gifts and stuff, and they just all look fantastic. They even had the tree with the skeletons and stuff. That was very cool as well. I just think Diamond Select does such unique items that they offer them at such a great price that you really can't argue with what they're doing. They're spread all over the place, but at the same time, they have enough eyeballs on them where you're definitely entertained by it, and you definitely want to see what's going on. Now, on to the last thing I want to cover. There wasn't a whole lot of big news in terms of the Marvel Select line. They showed off the Black Panther. They showed off the Thor from Thor Ragnarok. They did announce Jean St. Jean did a Beast. Some members in the toy community are like, oh, that looks ugly. Why did I get that? Blah, 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 blah. The truth is, I think it looks very nice. It's another unique design choice for Beast, and it's going to stand out on a shelf. What more could you ask for? And judging by it, it even had some great articulation points with double jointed knees. So I think you're not going to have a problem posing Beast. But that may be one I may consider picking up just because it's sculpted by Jean St. Jean. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the Diamond Select news coverage. I know everybody else has been talking about it too. And you're probably Toy Fair pooped out. But I really wanted to do this video to talk about what Diamond Select is offering. So guys, with that being said, you know the drill by now. I'm going to talk about liking, sharing, and subscribing, and all that fun stuff. If you enjoyed what's going on here, please do that. If you don't enjoy what's going on here, leave a thumbs down, but tell me why. It's the only way I can get better. And if you don't tell me why, I guess you're just going to bring out the gasoline and burn the thing to the ground. So it is what it is. Also, I got a whole bunch of links in my description below. You can go check those out as well, be it Extreme Dash Sets, Big Bad Toy Store. Head over to undercovercapes.com for all things geekery in the podcast verse. And on Instagram, throw a follow at Toy Lover Crew. Guys, thank you very much for taking time out of your day. I do appreciate it. And until next time, guys, great googly moogly.